and then we load it up later onto YouTube as well. Hello, Facebook. How is everybody on this grey, grim Thursday here in London? Anyway, I hope the sun is shining maybe wherever you are. Let me know, drop me a comment. Just saying to our friends on Instagram that we're going to be chatting today about eco-fashion, so continuing the conversation that we started with Upcircle Beauty. Wasn't that really interesting earlier this week? And looking in particular at the menace of plastics in fabrics. Yeah, who knew? You just kind of think that material is material, don't you? You don't link it necessarily to fabrics. So we're going to be talking to a fab female founder, Alice from Asquith, London. It's a brilliant eco brand, athletic leisure wear. I live in it. I've used it for years. So I'm really excited about this. Of course, there's a Liz Loves, generous, 20%. We've got, that's our affiliate discount code using Liz Loves across asquithlondon.com, which is their website. Now we can link on Facebook, and we've got Lainey, hi Lainey, on Facebook, who will pop up links. I'll make sure that all the links are in the caption that we post on Instagram afterwards. Of course, you can find all the Liz Loves on the Earle Wellbeing website. There's a whole section of health, beauty, makeup, fragrance, fashion, so many things. And if you want to see what deals there are to cut some costs, then just head over to lizearlewellbeing.com and look for Liz Loves. It's a whole section. It's really good. My team are so on it. Very, very thankful. Sue here saying she loves Asquith. Bamboo clothing. Yeah, that's another really good fibre. We'll be talking all about that. So let us get connected. And I am going to just press go. It's always good, isn't it? Here we go. So yeah, we have Asquith in the house. And I can accept Alice. So Alice Asquith. Now, I came across Asquith clothing, way before lockdown, so it must be maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Hi Alice, you are here.
Hi.
Very nice to see you again. How's life treating you?
Nice to see you too. I'm always excited when I can actually go live. You do it all the time, and the technology, simple though it may be to many, not always to me. So yeah, it's good. I'm good. And how are your cats, which were kittens?
Oh, my little kittens that used to snuggle together in my cabbage bowl, fruit bowl. Honestly, they are so huge, and they fight over it. I swear to goodness that one of these days that bowl is just going to get smashed to pieces, because they fight over it. They race each other to the fruit bowl, and then they squeeze themselves in, because Frank now is so big that he's just kind of like all,
Do you wish you'd started with the cat basket then? And that would have made more
With
sense.
hindsight, had I known that they would have just run to it. Do you know, I bought them everything. I bought them beautiful fleecy lined beds and baskets, but no, it's the most expensive china bowl that I have, which is their favourite.
Hilarious. I love it. But they look very cute anyway. How have you been since we last spoke?
Good, actually, really good. And getting more aware, I think, about sustainability across all areas. We did a really nice live actually on Tuesday with the female founder of a great beauty brand actually called Upcircle.
I know her, yeah.
Really interesting. I'm sure in your world of sustainability brands you will have connected. Really interesting how they use all sorts of things like recycled coffee grounds that they go around and they collect from coffee shops.
Yeah.
And then clean them, make sure that they're really good quality, and then use them for the antioxidant properties. And then you can send back their glass packaging and they sterilise it and send it back to you. I mean, so it just keeps it within the loop. The circle. And she was explaining to me, and I know that you'll be part of this as well, how rather than having a kind of a linear supply chain, you get this circular movement so that things are just kept within the supply chain. And actually, do you know what I'm wearing? You recognise it?
I certainly do. I'm wearing its little blue...
You've got the blue one. Lovely. Well, our friends on Facebook and YouTube can't see that, but it's got kind of blue panels rather than the yellow. I thought I'd go a bit bold.
You look fabulous, and I know you like a bit of animal print.
I do. I mean, this is going to come to Kenya with me the next time I'm over there to see my family. It's kind of one of my staples. And, you know, I think animal print never goes out of fashion. It was kind of super big in the 80s, but it's kind of always there, isn't it, as a classic?
Yeah. Gone are the days where it was bet Lynch territory. Now, like a neutral. People see animal print as a neutral, I think. And
Yeah.
are you finding it and warm? Does it feel nice, the sweatshirt?
Really cosy. You know, I did say for those who are perhaps enjoying the sunshine overseas, because I know that this is a global platform, but if you're in the UK, it's a bit of a grim, damp day, and I am so snugly in this. So tell us about this, because this is a really interesting initiative. This is not just a sort of ethical garment. This is so much more, isn't it? Tell us.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting one. So it's called the Love Me Again sweatshirt because it's basically made from repurposed fabric. It's fabric that, well, it's upcycled. So it was waste fabric from our factory. Mm-hmm. And I just thought, this is crazy. Constantly dyeing and knitting Jersey, because we primarily work in Jersey, all plant-based fabrics. Asquith is only plant-based natural fabrics. And I just thought, why don't we just use existing fabrics? So I thought I'd give it a go and make up a sweatshirt. And I loved the 80s. I was I would say child, but maybe slightly older than a child.
Yeah, snap.
I wanted to design something like it, but it's actually based on, and I found it, a waistcoat that my mother designed. I don't know if you can see that.
Kind of like it's got patchwork quilting. Oh, it's beautiful, Alice. And she designed that. Did she put that together? That's stunning.
Able to, my mum. So I've got two of these. One's in reds, and this is the blue version. And I was looking at it in my wardrobe, thinking, I should do something like that, but with existing fabric.
Can you see that this has got all these different panels on it?
Yeah.
And it's also very cosy. I don't know what you've kind of done. It's kind of almost like a brushed lining.
But some of it is brushed. But the point is, with recycled fabric, as the factory just said, this is what we have. This is what's available. So I was like, okay, and I worked with Emma, my production manager, and I just designed sweatshirts based around the fabrics that they had. So it's, you know, they're all natural fabrics. We don't use synthetics at all, but then they're rescuing leftover fabrics.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's better for people and better for our planet because it keeps things, as you said, within our environment.
So you can use pieces, and that's very of the moment, isn't it? This kind of applique, mix and match, just having something that's just a bit funkier. You know, you can see the sleeve here. It starts off with this lovely camel colour, which I love for this time of year, and then goes into black, and then you've got the camel cuff. I mean, you know, you've designed it really well, I have to say.
Thank you. Well, and also I wanted it to be a cosy throw-on that you could wear just around the house, or with a pair of jeans, or yours with a pair of black trousers.
Do you know, I've got mine. I don't know if I can stand up here because I'm living in your leggings at the moment. Can I stand up? Yeah, you can see. What I love is that they're high-waisted. Lovely big waistband. And they are so comfortable. And I can't tell you, over the years, I must have been sent a dozen different branded leggings to try. And yours are the ones that I come back to time and time again. They're so comfortable. The fit is great. I kind of look for an excuse to have a new pair, but they just wear so well. I mean, these are years old and they look like new.
Yeah.
Some of the leggings go all thin and bobbly, but these are fantastic. So well made.
The important thing is we created, I trademarked about 7 years ago now, fabric for us called Bamboo, which is a blend of bamboo, organic cotton, and a little bit of elastane. So basically, it's designed to just feel amazing next to your skin.
It does. It really, really does. Honestly, if you've tried Asquith leggings, pop me a comment because they are second to none.
Oh, you're very kind.
I mean it.
Here, thank you for your kind words. And I think it's important that, you know, one of the reasons when we talk about sustainability, one of the key things I think is actually buy less, buy better where more. And what I try and do with Asquith is create and design versatile pieces that you can wear constantly, because they don't bobble, they don't fade, and they don't stretch. They keep their shape and their quality.
They do keep their stretch, you know, their shape, and they're super comfy. But they don't actually. I mean, I'm sitting here. I'm working today. I'm recording podcasts later on today. I've got a couple of team meetings here, and I'm not going to change out of them because I don't feel that I look like, you know, I've just come from the gym. I just feel it's kind of, I don't know, what do they call it, athletic leisure wear or whatever. And it's also slightly supportive, which is quite nice. A little bit of sucking in.
Breathable. I think one of the things, and I know you wanted to talk about plastics, and I'm skipping around, but one of the things, while we're on the subject of leggings, is that it's much better for breathability for all parts of your body, top and down there. You know, plastic, basically, as you mentioned in your introduction, plastic is made from petrol. So if you're wearing polyester and all these Econel fabrics, it is made from plastic, which is made from petrol, which is, you know this, I've read a lot of your books, skin is the largest organ of your body. So to have synthetics against your skin, and you're exercising and sweating, but because it doesn't escape, it's crazy. So
really bad news.
Plant-based fabrics, because they're better for your skin, they're better for your body, they're better for down there, and you know, everything.
Better for the environment, everything. I mean, it's just a whole series of ticks, isn't it? Frankly.
And also another thing with plastics is that when you wash them, so bamboo and cottons you can wash at a lower temperature, plastic and Econels and polyesters you tend to have to wash at a higher temperature, and there's plastic. And these little plastics have got little microbeads, which many people know this, but they go into our water systems when you wash them.
Yes, I have heard that. These little teeny microscopic particles, when they're washed in the washing machine, they shed, and they end up in the oceans, in the rivers, in the watercourses.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really shocking. And so your fabrics that you're using, the bamboo, the organic cotton, etc., no plastic particles.
No. And they're much better for your skin. So if you've got sensitive skin, a skin condition, or, I mean, it's just better for your skin generally. If you natural fabrics, we all know they feel better. I mean, I've grown up, you know, hence all my clothes that belong to my mother, which I've inherited, everything is natural fabric. So it's normal to me. I used to, when I was little, I used to think, oh my God, over a nylon mini skirt, but, you know, I wasn't allowed.
Your mum sounds epic. She was, like, really ahead of the curve, wasn't she?
She was. She's watching. And also, on the recent, you know, I'm perimenopausal. I've read your book on menopause. Natural fabric. You're going through the menopause.
Yeah. The temperature changes of the skin. It's really important to try and regulate that.
Absolutely, and it's so much more comfortable. We're just about to launch some nightwear as well.
Ooh.
Bamboo, super soft and comfy at night. And if you go, you know, I wake up and you could fry an egg on top of me. And then
we need to have a conversation about estrogen, Alice.
Oh, I just had a breast examination, and now I've got the all clear. I actually did a live, funnily enough, with my actual menopause doctor who I met recently. She was fabulous. And she has prescribed me with some HRT, which I'm now able to take now I've had my breast check and the all clear.
Wonderful. That's such great news. And in fact, if anybody on that subject is interested, I recorded a really interesting podcast with Dr. Rebecca Lewis, who is a menopause doctor and specialist GP who sees a lot of women with concerns about breast cancer. And it was really, really interesting. And also with Kirsty Lang, who's the BBC broadcaster, who had breast cancer, quite aggressive breast cancer a few years ago, and decided to continue with her HRT and is just thriving on it. And she just wants to help and empower other women and to give confidence to start those conversations with medics. So that's the Earle Wellbeing Show podcast. I think it's 3 weeks ago, possibly. So if you haven't listened to that, Alice, do take a listen.
I will do. It's, I mean, there's so much rich information out there, and I just love. I love being able to chat to you about it and just to be totally open about it because, unfortunately, during my mother's lifetime, neither my sister or I had a single conversation with her about it.
Same.
But
these poor women went through such terrible times with no discussion and a sense of almost shame.
Yeah. So, but bamboo, and organic cotton, and we use tencel as well, which is
Tell us about tencel, because tencel sounds as though it's a bit of a synthetic.
No, it's an unfortunate name actually. It's based on a recycled wood pulp, so it's really soft.
So it should be called tree cell or something. I mean, that would have been a much better marketing name. Why didn't they ask us? As brand founders, surely we would have given them a much better steer.
That does that better, but they obviously came up. But anyway, tencel is useful and it keeps its colour, it keeps its shape.
Does it? That's good to know. Tencel, you can do a tick if you see that.
But I'm always trying to look for, new fabrics which are powered by plants, and we don't use any chemical dyes either, so it's better for your skin.
That's really interesting. Well, even in these bright colours, you're able to get sort of good quality dyes.
Well, that I can't say because that bright colour was found on a literally factory floor. But
okay, actually, so you're upcycling other fabrics.
And after years got certified, which means it's Global Organic Textile Standard certified, and they use generally Ecotex dyed garments, which means that they don't use, then it's not using harmful chemicals.
That's really interesting. It's not just about the fabric itself, but it's the way it's been treated. And dyes are a major polluter, especially in developing countries, India, for example, where clean water is a real luxury and scarce. And we in the Western world are polluting their water supplies by insisting on using these awful dyes. It's really shocking.
For the garment workers, it's better for the soil, the farmers. Bamboo is great. If anyone has bamboo in their garden, they know it grows like blimmin' crazy.
It does.
So you don't worry about any chemicals or pesticides.
It just grows. Yeah.
It grows.
Yeah.
And then you want to stop it from growing if anyone's ever had bamboo because it goes bananas. But it is better for the soil because it's a generative plant, and we only use organic cotton, which is also better for the soil.
Brilliant.
And
organic cotton.
I don't know if you've heard about the Shine debacle recently, as in SEIN, a clothing brand. But, they're a brand, I think they're valued at something like $100 billion.
Billion with a B.
I know, because I looked at that and I thought...
How can you be valued at that much? I mean, gosh.
But
crazy amounts of money.
They're workers. So I think with sustainability and circularity, it's the thread that runs through everything. It's the soil, packaging, it's the mode of transport to get the product, it's what happens to the clothes afterwards. It goes on. If my arm's stretched, it just runs through.
I'm glad you mentioned packaging because I actually kept this in its bag because I wanted to show everybody. Asquith Feel Wonderful. And it says on the back here, corn, cane and spud. Incredibly, the bag you're holding is made from sugarcane and potatoes and corn, 100% renewable, sustainable materials, completely compostable and biodegradable. So you are completely plastic free. So that's the bag that it comes in. And then you've got your card swing tag that tells you all about it and how to wash it at lower temperatures, so it's more economical. And then, even the detail, Alice, which I spot, you've even got little bits of wool here that are tying the tags on. So there's no just kind of those plastic clippy things that you get that you have to snip off. It's so well thought through, which is why I love supporting brands like you, because we need to have more of you and we need to amplify you and get you bigger, even bigger.
Well, thank you. I think it's terribly important. We all need to take responsibility as much as we can.
Yeah.
And, I work with a factory with a woman, she's exactly my age actually, she's fabulous, in Turkey, and we work with a factory in India. But and they have annual audits and their health and safety and how she looks after her staff. Most of them have been with her for 25 years. So not only are the fabrics good, but they're made by happy people in a happy environment. Shine back to them. They get paid 3 pence a garment and they work 18-hour days. If they make a mistake, they lose money and they don't have weekends off.
18 hours a day and no weekends off. What is going on?
Sewing, 18 hours a day.
Do you want to wear the product of slavery, which is essentially what it is, indentured labour on your skin? No way.
So
we can't be part of that. We can't condone it. We can't be part of it.
And our factory up in there, they've got a roof terrace where they grow their own fruit and veg. They all meet for lunch every day. I mean, they take way more lunch than I ever do, and it's
great.
But it's an amazing environment. I've been with them for 9 years, which it's like 10 cat lives. But it's fantastic, and because I want to support that. But I think. Yeah. There's many aspects to sustainable fashion, starting off with using upcycle fabrics.
Yep, like this one.
Using freight, truck, not air freight, to transport. Yeah. All sustainable packaging.
Yes.
And tags and catalogues, recycled paper. But also we're working on a recycling program so that if your asquith ever does wear out, then you can send it back to us. And then what we're going to do is we're working with an organisation called We Are Second Life, and they are going to sell it on to other people or give it to suitable charities so that everything's maintained in a circular route.
Love that, all the way around. But do you know, your sustainability credentials are phenomenal. But just coming back to something a bit more basic, perhaps, I just want you to look at how these leggings are constructed. Okay, so these are the ones that I'm wearing, the black ones. The detail, okay, so they're slightly higher at the back. They've got this really thick, comfortable waistband. Look at how they're all sewn together, how they're all pieced together. Incredibly good stitching by happy people. And it's not just one piece of fabric. You've actually curved it here, which is why they fit so well. They move so well. So if you are doing your yoga, your Pilates, your running, your stretch, whatever, they are supremely comfortable. But also just to hang out in them. I mean, these I love. You've even got little kind of side pockets.
Yeah, the
leggings
pockets,
with pockets. How cool is that?
I think, I try and design everything. It has to fit incredibly well.
Yeah.
And be just so comfortable that when you're wearing them, you're not thinking about, if you're in a class or whatever, you're not thinking, I wonder if she's seeing my knickers behind me, if they're pulling down.
Yeah.
Enjoying and focusing on what you're doing. And that's why, it's feeling wonderful.
I'm wearing a size small, by the way. I'm just being asked. Victoria's asking.
Is she?
So I've got a small. I wanted to show you. I love this colour. This is a fabulous colour, the leggings. And not only that, but I spotted something new on your website. And that's these really fabulous kind of base layers. Aren't they great? I love your little dots at the back, just to show that it's a proper asquith. Isn't that great? A fabulous base layer. And if you look at the cuff here, if I can show you the sleeve, it's got a little ruched ending to it, so it's not just a straightforward sleeve. You've got that little detail as you go down to the cuff. Love this. I'm going to be living in these this winter because they're just so cosy and snug.
I just wanted a really lovely bamboo polo net that I could wear under jackets with
so soft.
After a class, just to live in.
What colour is this? I'm being asked what colour.
Mulberry.
Mulberry. Okay, so I've got mulberry. I've also treated myself to one in black because I thought. A good quality black polo neck that feels great next to the skin. I mean, that's a great investment piece, isn't it? You're going to have this for years, if not decades.
Yeah, you can't get wrong with that with jeans or just black trousers or whatever.
And this is one of my favourites. Actually, I've just brought this out from my wardrobe. I love your bat wings. And in fact, I saw a comment from somebody saying that she was wearing one of your bat wing tops at the moment. So comfortable. I put this over my T-shirt or whatever I'm working out in. So you've got a slightly cropped sleeve, lovely wide back wing, and there's a drawstring at the bottom there. Again, I was living in this at the weekend.
But
Just
try
love them.
so that it's fit for purpose, so you can work out in it or work in it, but also that it's flattering. So, you know, to show off the bits that we like nice neck bones. But maybe we've all got bingo wings to a certain extent. Although I love that thing you were doing the other day.
My push-ups.
I can't believe you can do a push-up properly.
60. 60 at the moment. I'm trying to increase. But I didn't start off doing 60. Started off kind of doing 6 and collapsing in a heap. You just have to start doing 1 and then...
It's not easy to start doing push-ups. I can still do them on my knees.
That's great. Well, you can do them against a wall if you want to start, or a countertop. Great, look at this for hiding bingo wings.
Covers up your back wings, and then
Love it.
it's long enough so it covers your tummy as well, because I think that's important as we all get a bit older.
It is. Alice, we could chat forever, but we're going to have to call it a day. Thank you for your generous discount. All of this and 20% off with Liz Loves. We are so grateful. Seriously, go and check them out. I love everything that you're doing. Super happy to shine a light on you, and I hope it shines brightly for a long time.
Thank you so much, and absolutely lovely to see you again, Liz.
Oh, you too. Come back again soon, won't you?
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. You're going to have to click off, otherwise I might click everybody. Wasn't that so interesting and very thought-provoking on so many levels? Gosh, we could pick up on so many different areas, couldn't we? Everything from modern-day slavery to supporting the sisterhood, to the planet, to plastics in fabrics, to plastics next to our skin and what's that doing to us, and supporting female founders, to actually getting something that's funky and fun and fits really well and lasts forever, that you can wash at low temperatures. I mean, we can just go on and on and on. Love them. Really love my lives this week. You can probably tell, very energized by it all. So, Upcircled Beauty. This is what we were talking about on Tuesday. Lots and lots of you loving this. This is 15% off with the Liz Loves, the affiliate discount code there. Lots of caffeine from the upcycled coffee grounds. Very good if you're looking to dark circles under the eyes. And just caffeine is just naturally stimulating and toning on the skin. It's a lovely, lovely brand. I was actually quite surprised at how many of you already know the brand, and we're just hopping on to say, we know Upcircle, we love it. Genius. If you didn't see the live on Tuesday, do go back and watch on Catch Up, because very interesting points that were coming out with the founder there. So we get 15% off just using the Liz Loves. Other things that I should tell you about, lots of chat going on about stress at the moment. And this is one of the things that I've found really helpful. It's the Life Armour capsule. It's called Super Me. This not only has ashwagandha in it, which is that amazing adaptogenic herb that can lift us up if we're feeling low and tired. In fact, I've just sent a link to somebody I was meeting up with yesterday who was just not sleeping and also feeling a bit edgy. And I said, actually, I do think that ashwagandha could be the thing for you. The other reason that I love this in particular is it also has magnesium in it. And you know me and my magnesium, never separated, love it. And I just think that this is a very, very good supplement. So if you're looking for something as a bit of an autumn tonic, especially as we move into perhaps a slightly more stressful time, not only globally with what's going on around us and the impact that has as we just absorb all that toxic news, but also with hopefully a bit more of a social life and maybe family stresses and strains. You know, this is a really good one. We do have a Liz Loves. It's 15%, and that's a site-wide across lifearmour.co.uk. I also use their slumber drops at night. So those are the things that I'm really helping. If you're a fan of magnesium and you'd like some free magnesium, who doesn't like something for free, then this is the Love Liposomal Magnesium Supplement. I'm really enjoying this. It's a great female founder brand. They plant trees in developing countries. They do all sorts of good things. It's called Love Liposomal. This bottle of liposomal magnesium would set you back about £35, but it's free with subscriptions to Earle Wellbeing magazine. And there is a brand new edition coming your way very soon if you're already subscribing. I hope you love it. Sneaky peek. This is the new cover. Haven't actually got my magazine yet to show you, but that's what it will look like. Comfort and joy, coming with free P&P through your letterbox. Hopefully around this weekend it'll start to land. Let me know when you get yours. But it's a brilliant subscription gift. So if you've not yet subscribed, and you essentially want it free because you get the love liposomal magnesium, and as we've seen before, I think they're saying something like 95% of us are magnesium deficient for all kinds of reasons. So I love that. Or if you want to give your gift subscription to somebody and then you can keep the gift yourself, you could do that, or you could give both and have a really huge present for somebody. I think magazine subscriptions are a great Christmas present. I mean, obviously I would say that anyway, but I often do that. You know, I've given Kit, for example, subscriptions to Rugby World or Cricketing Monthly or whatever, you know, all those things that he loves, because he gets it every month. You know, he gets it regularly throughout the year. So, you know, it's the gift that gives on giving. So anyway, so if you want to do that, then it's head to lizearlewellbeing.com and you'll see all the details on how exactly to get that. By the way, the supplement comes separately. It doesn't come with the magazine. It comes a little while after. So just to let you know that. And yeah, I am actually, big news before I go, very, very quickly, talking about the magazine. There is a brand new special live tomorrow. I'm going to be here again tomorrow, Friday, at 5 o'clock, ready for the weekend, with an amazing therapist called James Earle. He has become our regular relationship contributor in the magazine, and he writes so brilliantly about how to handle relationships, everything from relationship breakdown to marriage guidance to couples therapy, sex therapy, all sorts. If you would like him to answer your question, and this could be anonymously, you don't have to leave it in the comments. If you head on Instagram to the stories, you can just pop a question in and my team will send it to me, and hopefully we'll get a chance to ask James on the live tomorrow. And it will be anonymous. I promise we won't read out your name. You can also send a DM, okay, a direct message, and my team, again, will keep it completely confidential. And we can get through a lot of interesting relationship questions. Great, I think, to settle into the weekend with some guidance there. And how nice to see one of the contributors who writes regularly for the magazine come to life. He is such a genius man. I absolutely love him, and I'm really excited about having our conversation tomorrow. So pop a note in your diary. If you can't join us live, it will be on catch up. We will make sure that we save it. Just to let you know, and it will be also hosted on Facebook platform as well, so you will be able to catch it there as well. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. What a lovely chat. Stay warm and cozy, and hopefully see you tomorrow as well. Have a great day. Bye bye.